Time for a good old Warren Talk Wednesday. So I thought about creating like a whole video about this, but then I decided I really don't want to. So we're just gonna talk about it up here on this rooftop. I guess this isn't a rooftop. Well, technically it's a rooftop. We're gonna talk about it on top of this parking garage. In my opinion, off season is the hardest part of the year, hands down. No holds barred. It is, off season is hard. And since it's so hard and it's not really fulfilling, it can be difficult to find motivation. And I've kind of been having trouble with that myself recently. Because a lot of my training spirit comes from doing crazy things. And just like having the adrenaline rush from doing those things keeps me motivated to keep going and keep training harder. The reason this year has become more difficult to find that adrenaline rush motivation is because we're restricted on the things we can do at the moment because of the whole corona crisis. And so I've been trying to find motivation in other forms and yeah, just other forms, other things, like flying the drone across Austin, because I may not be able to get in a plane and fly around Austin and jump out in a parachute, but I could fly a drone around Austin and get a similar feeling. So really, the whole thought of this video is I just wanted to share that everyone kind of gets demotivated, and it's hard to train all year round as hard as you can, because it's just, it wasn't. In my opinion, the human mind was only meant for so much stress. And athletics definitely presents a lot of stress at times. Especially if you're like trying to qualify for an Olympic team or making a college team or trying to make a state meet. It all inflicts stress, no matter how how minuscule it may seem at the moment. And I just kind of wanted to share a few of the methods I've been using to relieve my stress, anxiety, and help re-motivate myself during this beautiful Rona time, you know? Take off initiated. Really, Austin is just a beautiful city. No one can debate that. Like, oh my gosh. Dude, there's ants up here. The heck? Why are there ants 5 floors up on a parking garage? So my first form of motivation is definitely provided by the YouTubes. So just some channels I've been watching have been like the Olympics on YouTube. Just like watching like their recaps of previous Olympic games and the winners that talking about their experiences. I've really enjoyed Sergei Bubka's. I can't even remember what Olympics he won. It was like 92 maybe, or 88, something like that. Anyway, I love hearing his recap of the whole experience because you can just hear in his voice of like winning the games meant so much to him, but also he even knows, he was like, he wasn't ready, and he kind of got lucky, gonna be honest. I mean, he was already the best in the world, so otherwise, but. Also, I mean, if you're a vaulter, of course, you've probably seen the high-flying pole vault remix, which has a lot of the best men's and women's vaults from the last, like, I don't know, 20 years, 20, 30 years. And it's just like, it just gets you amped. So I like watching that and just like getting a little hyped up, like, yeah, I'm gonna jump those bars. I'm gonna make that 6-meter bar. I'm gonna jump that 580 bar. I'm gonna make this stuff. My technique's gonna look like that. I'm gonna be that fit. And that gets me really pumped up and just really excited for all the training I'm doing right now. While I may be getting my butts kicked in workouts, and I definitely don't look like an Olympian at all right now. I'm certainly not there. But in my mind, I can see it. I can see what I look like then, and I love watching the footage because it's just like, yes, that's what's gonna happen. Also, they've started like a pole vault like coaching series this summer. And they've had like a bunch of really good pole vaulters and really good pole vault coaches on there, just kind of talking about their experiences in high-level pole vaulting. And I really enjoyed Tim Mack's talk. If you don't know, Tim Mack won the Athens Olympics. He won gold. I can't remember if that's excuse me if I get this wrong, but I think it's 04. 04 was Athens, right? Maybe? Probably. Anyway, so Tim Mack just talked about his experience at that Olympics and everything leading up to it, because he'd already failed, I believe, at 2 Olympic trials before then, and this was kind of his last shot. So it was really cool to hear his experience on that, and just like the ridiculousness that not ridiculousness, but he was so meticulous with his training coming into that games that it makes you go like, yeah, like everything I'm doing right now, like it makes sense. Like I should be doing this. Everything I do, literally it adds up to the result I want. And if I'm not putting in the work every single day, then I'm not going to get the result I want. I mean, he was so meticulous that he made his email gold in Athens, which is like, that is the biggest, like, I'm dropping it on you guys. Like, I'm calling my shot right now, 4 years out, calling my shot. I'm gonna kick all your rears. And that was such like a big move, and just his mentality throughout the whole thing is just so cool to listen to. So if you haven't listened to that, it's only like an hour long, and it is just, it's amazing. It's so motivational. It's great. The second thing I've been doing for motivation is like sports movies, bro. You can't get motivation for sports without a good old sports movie repertoire. So I wrote down a list of the movies that motivate me the most. These are just the ones I remember at the moment. There are definitely movies that get me more pumped that I just can't remember the name of at the moment. But this is the list I've got here. Hang on, so we've got Full Out, of course. Uh-oh, Bennett's calling me. Hi, Bennett.
Yes, sir.
I'm sitting on top of a parking garage filming a video right now. That was badly timed. Anyway, movie list continuing. Got Rocky 1, of course. Rocky 1, like, Rocky movies are just great. They're great motivation. You got 10 Cup. I love 10 Cup. It's not a basketball movie. It is a golf movie about Roy McIlroy, right? I think it's his name in the movie. It's just really good, really motivational. Karate Kid, of course. I love karate. It's so cool. I always wanted to be good at it. I'm not. It's called being lanky and uncoordinated. The Rookie, really good baseball movie. Love that movie. The Greatest Game Ever Played, another golf movie. The Greatest Game Ever Played will probably be the top on my list of these movies. It's just, these movies really just like exemplify like the hard work you put in, just like it will turn out, which is like, it just hit home. All these movies hit home for me so hard because I've been vaulting for so long at this point. Anyway, yeah, I've been vaulting for not 14 years. It's been like 13 years, 12, 13 years. And so sometimes I get lost in my head and I'm like, I've already put in all this time. Like, when am I actually going to jump any higher? Am I actually going to improve? When am I going to start seeing the results that everybody says I'm going to see? Because, like, I don't know, dude, it's been like, I don't know, it's just weird. People argue that I'm not coordinated enough to be a college athlete, and other people are like, oh, you've got, like, you're 6 foot tall, like, you've got the perfect body build, like, it's gonna click one day, and, like, you're gonna jump high. So, like, just these movies really help with that, and they're like, the time you put in, it's gonna be worth it one day. So, it keeps me motivated, it keeps me in the fight, in the dog fight, in the chase. I'm constantly just trying to chase those higher bars, so it's good. These movies really help. I'll get to the next section when I've safely landed the drone back over here, because I am slightly frightened someone's going to shoot me out of the sky here in Austin. This is going to land on my head. Oh. Come back down, little guy. Okay. Go away, all the little ants on the way down. Anywho's it, let's get to my last section. I can't remember what I wrote down. Oh yeah, I mean, if you watch my Instagram stories, let's change this up. I mean, if you've been watching my Instagram in the last month, as I've been like changing things up, trying to be more helpful to future vultures and things like that, I've been doing a whole lot of drills in my room, just like walking plant drills, handstand push-ups, the push-off drill onto my bed, which was really cool. I really didn't think that was gonna work. I'd done push-up drills all my life, but I'd never done it on, like, onto a higher surface, which was funky. It was really fun. But like those drills, well, they're not completely, like, they're not the vault. Like they do not provide that same adrenaline. They aren't as cool. they're definitely, they don't feel as cool when you're doing them. But just being able to put my mind in that mindset of like, when I'm doing a walking plant drill, like I can see myself, I'm on the runway, I'm in a meet, I can feel that adrenaline rush, I can feel that exhilaration, I can feel that success. I'm like, yes, this is the feeling I want. And just doing those planning drills has been letting me replicate that. I'm getting some weird looks. Hang on. Can you see the people? There's people running by. And like, I'm standing on top of a 5-story parking garage right now, and they're giving me some funky looks. But yeah, just everyone's got their own thing for staying motivated. I'm sure I could do an entire video asking other people what their little motivation thing is. I don't even know how long this video is. I'm apologizing if it's really long. But it's all about just finding what motivates you and what keeps you hyped. I know Braden PV, the guy we do a lot of stuff with on Instagram, he just gets motivated from doing pull-ups, which I don't even understand. I don't hate pull-ups, but I don't do near as many as that boy does. And he looks shredded. But yeah, so just find your own little motivation. You can look through my motivational movies and things. If you want more movies, send me a message. I can give you some more movies. I love movies of all sorts. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this provided some type of information. I really don't know. I mean, I'm just a goofball standing up on top of a building, so I don't really know what I know. I'll see you guys in the next video on Sunday. Peace out. Bye.